garbage you call that? Jenna Hustlers?
It's the bar brand. If you don't like it, I'll take it back. Hey! Tony!
Who was it, Becker? I don't know every hood in New York City, do you?
I didn't get beat up. Would you remember him if you saw him again?
No, I'm not very good at faces. It all happened pretty fast.
What do you guys want with me? I went over to straighten out this beef and this guy decked me.
Oh, now, come on, Tony. I saw you fight a few years ago. Didn't think anybody could sucker punch you.
Well, that's how it goes. You win a few, you lose a few.
When did you start running scared, Tony?
I'll live. Meanwhile, I ain't such a sucker that I'll fight an overweight match.
You mean these guys are connected? There must be some pretty important wise guys to make you panic.
Hey, my throat. It's killing me. Can't talk anymore. I got nothing more to say.
Come on, Becker. Tell us what we want to know. We'll give you a little help. We'll put some men in here.
Also, I don't need your help. Now I can take care of this myself.
Yeah? You're doing great so far.
Don't worry, I got some friends. Uptown.
Uptown where?
Used to work up in the Bronx. Why don't you ask around your old neighborhood?
Who shall I ask for in my old neighborhood?
That's all I got to say.
Hey, Johnny.
Hey, what do you say, Louie? Got any winners today?
How you been? You up here visiting or something? Seeing how the other half lives?
No, I get sentimental for the old neighborhood.
What you looking for? A couple of winners?
Well, you know me. It's losers that interest me most.
I'm talking about the horses.
Well, usually they send a feeler to the joint first, so the boss knows who to come and see after they hit. Then they come in one night and they break a few heads. And a few days later, the joint starts paying off maybe $150 for protection. Then they really get going.
Come on, we can be at the track in time for the double.
Nah, I can't do it. I gotta get back downtown. We had a bad beef in the club last night. This is my day off, too.
So they wrapped up another club last night.
Yeah, you think they'd stay up here where they belong?
Hey, you know how this bunch are. They don't care for no one.
Me, Whitey and his friends are branching out.
Oh, come on, Johnny. Whitey's doing 2 years, for stick-up.
Oh.
You know it's Benny's bunch. His old man's a big wheel now with the wise guy. He's got his own spot.
Benny. Last time I heard of him, he was doing time, too. I went to high school with him. He used to be a pretty rough kid.
He's even rougher now. They had him up in the canyon, up there in the hole. He went a little nutty, I think.
Still hanging out in his old neighborhood, though.
Well, he's got a room in one of those hotels in your neck of the woods. Living pretty good, too. What about the double, Johnny? You want to take a shot? I'm going out to the track.
I'm with you, but I can't make it. I got to rush. I'll see.
You don't even know my picks.
I trust you.
They send in a bartender to work, then a bouncer, then a manager. And before you know it, everything in the joint is theirs, except the license.
Sounds like our boys.
I don't have your boys in my files. They gotta be brand new. And they've got to have some connection up at the top. Well, the other mobs would have squashed them by now.
This thing is starting to make more sense now. It's a good bet their connection is Benny's old man, Fat Solly. Now go out and get us a complaint and some witnesses and find out who the rest of the group is.
My garlic salesman says one of them is from Mott Street, name of Victor Longo. He's living over at the New Motor Hotel on 50th Street with 3 other guys. I couldn't find out who.
We know who. It checks with your tip on Benny. Jeff, you and Rich stake out that hotel and meet me back here at 10. Now that we know who these guys are, I don't want to lose them.
Stakeout, Lieutenant. I was figuring maybe I could get my 3 days.
Forget it. Right now we got a job to do, so let's do it. First things first, huh?
Hey, remember that elevator shaft we saw him at 12 hours? You had your...
Johnny, get over to that hotel, see what you can scrape up.
Right. Hey, Lieutenant, you want me to talk to Benny if he's around?
How well do you know?
Well, pretty well. We used to hang around together as kids until we went different ways. But I still saw him afterwards, you know, from time to time, have a beer.
How do you feel about him now?
Well, he's a pretty vicious guy, but he used to have a lot of good in him. I don't know if it's still there. He's tough, Benny. But he's not afraid of anything. That's what you gotta respect. Hey, Benny. How are you?
Johnny.
Yeah.
How are you?
Nice to see you.
Good to see you. What's a cop doing on a class joint like this, huh?
I thought I'd have a cup of coffee.
Well, that's what you're gonna have, a cup of... Come on, join us, huh? Have something to eat, anything, huh? It's on me.
Well,
Hey, bring us another cup of coffee after this, huh? Johnny, Mickey, Johnny.
thank you.
This is an old friend of mine. We grew up together. Same neighborhood.
He's a cop, ain't he? He ain't no friend of mine.
Go eat over there at the counter. Come on, get out of here. Go eat in left field. Move. Johnny, sit down.
Where'd you find him?
He's a good boy. He was upstate with me on one of my vacations.
Yeah.
Hey, you're a big-time detective now. So you still got your working up in the Bronx, huh?
No, I'm downtown.
Where?
27th squad.
Oh, that covers this area around here, doesn't it?
Most of it.
Oh. Hey, you wouldn't be setting me up for something, would you, Johnny?
If I wanted you, I'd come for you head on.
Yeah. I suppose you would. I'll bet you ain't got more than $10 in your pocket right now.
I bet I ain't got more than $5 in my pocket right now.
What did I tell you? Johnny, why don't you work for me? I'll put a couple of bucks in your jeep.
You must be out of your mind.
I know. But if you were setting me up for anything, you'd have jumped at it, right?
I'm still a cop, Benny, and I like it.
Hey, I like what I do.
It's risky. How was it upstate?
I'm not cut out for doing time. Can't take it. I'll blow up.
So get a job. Supposed to be something so special about being a wise guy? Maybe you're not so smart. They'll catch up with you, and they'll send you back up.
Are you talking to me like a friend? Or a cop? I don't need that cop jazz. I know one thing. Nobody's taking me again. Nobody.
Benny has a room there under a phony name.